Fortunate to present to you an in-depth mayoral candidate debate of environmental and climate justice issues. It is the last in a series of 4 eco-debates. The selection of the 5 candidates present tonight is based on a survey sent to all signed-in attendees at the previous events, asking them who they most would like to hear more from and ranking their choices.
My name is Brandon Bay. I'm a software developer who manages the team at a senior-focused social enterprise and a passionate community volunteer.
I know how to get results, and that is what I want to do again. I successfully dealt with the ice storm. I successfully dealt with the city amalgamation. I successfully dealt with the original train project without problems or crises. I successfully froze property taxes as regional chair and mayor for 6 successive years. I successfully held 4 senior cabinet portfolios in our provincial government. I was the first mayor in Canada to implement no smoking in public places. And I was fortunate to have excellent councillors and managers.
I've lived in Canada and worked for the council there, as well as here in Somerset Ward. And prior to being elected, I was a senior advisor to the deputy city manager, responsible for all operations at the city. I am a 2-term city councillor, bringing the leadership that I believe we need in our city. And this experience has provided me with the insight needed into both city finances and city operations to be mayor.
I was the chair of the board of United Way Ottawa, the Great Canadian Theatre Company, the Ottawa Board of Trade, and more. I care very deeply about the future of our city and about what's ahead for our children and grandchildren. Je suis fier d'être un candidat bilingue qui peut parler avec résidents francophones et anglophones dans leur langue maternelle.
Je m'appelle Nour Kadri et je suis un professeur à l'Université d'Ottawa dans le domaine de l'intelligence artificielle. And I teach also at the School of Management in the Executive MBA program in Strategic Management and Corporate Governance and Ethics.
We, in the City of Ottawa, must do our part, achieving maximum outcomes within our fiscal capability and limited tools. We need practical and affordable initiatives.
The time is now for progressive, pragmatic, and principled leadership on the environment.
Let's make Ottawa greener and cleaner. I'll invest in emergency and social services, including paramedics. I won't defund the police. I'll bring a balanced approach to fix public transit and repair roads and paths so everyone can get around
The city
safely.
budget is drafted. They write it in July and don't consult you until October. I am running to change that, to bring you into decision-making at City Hall, and to build a City Hall we can all trust. Working together will make Ottawa the healthiest, the greenest, and the best connected city.
Complete communities, and with them, climate justice, must be at the heart of everything we do in the coming years. They benefit everyone, and they will turn Ottawa into an affordable, sustainable, world-renowned capital city.
I would move responsibility for developing a new realistic plan to Hydro Ottawa, using their experience and expertise to come up with sound environmental solutions that are fiscally responsible.
We'll build healthy, walkable communities, affordable transit, and we'll make Ottawa into a world-class city for cycling, so you can choose to bike safely no matter where you live in this city. And we will end urban sprawl that costs you tens of millions of dollars every year. It has got to end now. Thank you.
I'm going to invest in a balanced approach. C'est un plan équilibré. My intention is to do a series of things, not invest $250 million in bike lanes. That's one difference.
The environment is our collective responsibility and stewardship. All of us must bear responsibility for preserving a clean and sustainable environment. There are hundreds of billions of dollars that are available from infrastructure banks, from venture capitals, from green municipal funds, and only 15% of that makes it to the cities. We are going to change that. We are going to be a partner and bring those monies to be invested in Ottawa and create green-collar jobs and deliver on a master plan that is going to be for the people and of the people.
Bob Shirelli.
100,000 new homes in Ottawa over the next 10 years, including 10,000 affordable and supportive homes. And we're going to do that through smart intensification while respecting community design plans and without expanding Ottawa's urban boundary. That's the way we have to do this. And the other thing that I will not do is do a blanket removal of R1 zoning across the city so that people who live in neighborhoods like Old Ottawa South and Alta Vista and others will see their neighbor sell their house and the new owner putting up a 4-story building that has 6 units in it. We're going to achieve intensification, but we're going to do it in a smart way.
100,000 homes in 10 years just maintains the current pace. It's status quo. We've been building 10,000 homes a year for the last 2 years now. It's projected to continue on at this pace, and it just meets the minimum we need to meet growth, to eliminate the current deficit in affordable housing, and does absolutely nothing to solve the affordable housing crisis and the housing affordability crisis for those who live here today. And we need to set more ambitious targets. Going from R1 to R2 just means you can build duplexes now. That's it. The buildings don't get any taller. It just means 2 families can live on 1 lot. And
to our future generations, we have got to limit sprawl. We've got to not develop beyond our existing urban boundary. And we can do intensification in gentle ways, and it can lead to better, more walkable, more compact neighborhoods.
We have developers who are interested in intensification. You can see them building high-rise buildings. Some of them sometimes are opposed, but intensification is the way to go.
So I'm against removing the R1 zoning because we need to preserve the identities of communities.
As you know, I have a plan to address housing affordability, to invest in public transportation, and in bold climate action. And my plan has been costed, and I will clearly show how we can pay for a bold vision for a healthier, greener, and better connected city. And my platform can be fully funded within the 3%, the current 3% property tax approach.
There's no damn way that I want to give an increase in taxes, and that's why we're line to freeze taxes and to do that analysis for the first 100 days.
That's not realistic. It's not. Does anybody think it's realistic to freeze taxes with inflation rising as rapidly as it is? Does anyone think it's realistic to freeze taxes with the priorities that we have right now as a city, including addressing housing and homelessness? It's not realistic, it's a political gimmick, and it's not going to work.
I agree with the idea that freezing taxes right now is irresponsible, both in this time of inflation, while the city's expenses are going up. Freezing taxes means significant cuts, but it also means we are taking no action in this time of crisis, of housing affordability, of a transit system that often doesn't work at all, and of the climate crisis that we're here to talk about tonight.
In the present tight fiscal environment, I would hesitate to spend more. We need to review the current expenditures with an eye to eliminate waste and any inappropriate expenditures. We're putting our numbers at 2%, our plans are costed, and I'm yet to hear from Mr. Sutcliffe what is his number. He is dancing around the issue and he's not given a number on taxes.
Okay.
You know, we need to plant more trees. Alors mon objectif est de planter 1 million d'arbres au cours des 4 prochaines années. I think green space is a critical component of having a greener and cleaner city in Ottawa.
And you know, if you know my record as councillor, I've always fought also to protect our trees. We have to protect our existing trees and prevent future, further nature loss. And that is why I will work to turn the Greenbelt into a national urban park and protect that green space from further development forever.
Thank you.
One of the biggest and most immediate actions we can take is preserving and even expanding on the natural spaces we have that act as important stormwater drainage systems. That includes the Club Link golf course that's being proposed to be paved over. That includes other developments. Mark earlier mentioned Let's Intensify Bayview Station, which right now is all grass and green space, but there are places like train yards that are paved over monstrosities that we could build communities in instead. And I think it's important to protect the natural systems that we have.
And I am running to make to build a world-class city for affordable housing, for reliable and affordable transit, for safe cycling, for making Ottawa a world leader in climate action. And
Bob Chiarelli is a fiscal realist. He's the only person thus far who is speaking the truth to those who are eligible to vote in this next election. We are in a crisis, and you don't hear that from anyone else but Bob Chiarelli.
I will treat all residents with respect. I'm an experienced bilingual leader who will represent you no matter where you live in Ottawa.
I've been always a problem solver, and I will marshal the people, their energies, in order to find solutions wherever problems arise.
When you cast your ballot next month, I hope you vote for a strong vision for Ottawa. You vote for kind, safe, inclusive communities. You vote for a great remote work experience, and you vote for complete communities.
So much. We just want to encourage you to vote and go out vote on election day.
And again, I also want to give a round of applause for all of you folks, because as far as I'm concerned, you're the leading citizens, and I know that every single person in this auditorium here today is going to vote. So thank you.